Hello everyone, it's time for Daily Devotional. Today we're going to read a passage of God's words about how we can know ourselves. What does God use so we can really get to know our true selves? God says, to allow people to know themselves, God uses many different methods. He allows people to gradually come to know themselves through experience. Whether He uses trials, judgment, or chastisement, in words or in facts, God allows people to constantly experience the judgment, chastisement, and discipline of God's words, and to experience the enlightenment and illumination of God's words. At the same time, He allows people to recognize their own corruption, rebelliousness, and nature. So what is God's ultimate goal in doing this? It is to allow every person experiencing God's work to know what man is. What does what man is include? It includes allowing people to recognize their own identity, position, duty, and responsibility. It is to let you know who man is and who you are yourself. This is the ultimate goal of God's allowing people to know themselves. Amen. God's words are really clear. So God uses so many different methods to let us to really get to know ourselves. And how to know ourselves is through experience, through the people, the environments that God arranges for us to have these different experiences. Like God says, He uses trials, judgment, chastisement, words, and in facts. And this is for us to constantly experience the judgment, experience the chastisement, experience the discipline within God's words, and the enlightenment and illumination of God's words. Without experience, our words are louder than our actions. We really can say we really know ourselves, but when God arranges the environment, we might see our resistance against God. We might see our arrogance rise up against other people, our laziness, and things like that. So He allows us to know our own corruptions, our rebelliousness, and our nature, not just from the surface level, but going into the depth of us actually being able to see what we really are, what kind of corruptions we have, and why God says what He does about our resistance against God and how we have become the embodiment of Satan. So it helps us to know our own identity, our position, our duty, and our responsibility. So we can actually learn how to do God's will and compare ourselves unto what God's expectation is and be able to raise ourselves to that standard. But we really have to know our standards in comparison to God's standards to know the difference in them. And without the truth, we really can't see our true selves. Without the experiences that God arranges for us and without reflecting, we really also cannot know our true selves. So God says this is to let us know who we really are, right? And the ultimate goal of God allowing people to know themselves is through all these experiences, His words, and all the different things He arranges for us, so we can truly be able to recognize the deficiencies within us and also the compatibilities that we may gain that's accordance with God's will. This passage is a really good passage of words, and I know my sharing is really limited, again. So if you'd like to share, please feel free to do so. And if you'd like to learn more about the work God is doing in the last days, let me know, and I'll be glad to get you into one of our sermons. So I hope you have a very blessed day. We'll see you next time. Bye.